Alright, this video is rated M Christmas PS4 games to buy. It's actually going to be a mixture of normal games and PlayStation VR games. So I'm going to do the normal games first. And then of course I'm going to talk about games that are not out yet that are connected to these, or other games that are coming out. Thief, didn't care for it. I know that the Thief game started out on PC, and I think one of them came out on Xbox 360 or something like that. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, here's Thief. You play as a thief. You can't see the character, you just see the hands and the weapons that he holds. I didn't particularly like this game really at all. I know a lot of people have a mixed feelings on it. Some people did like it, other people don't like it. I'm one of the ones that don't like it. So there you go about this. I only got part 1 of this one. I don't have part 2, and that is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Part 2 is Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Don't have it, but that's out. This is my first Metal Gear Solid game I ever got to play. I actually enjoyed it. I've been told if you're going to play a Metal Gear Solid game for your first time, this is not supposed to be it. Well, this was my first one I ever got to play, and I enjoyed playing as Snake for what I did get to play of it. I actually beat it, and now I need part 2, and I like to get into the rest of the games in the series as well. Next is a game that is hated on, but I want a sequel. The Order 1886. Fantastic game. People complained about it because it wasn't very opened up. It was like it was stuck just between that area of the game. You couldn't go no further, and it's a fantastic game in my opinion. It had puzzles. It was a shooter. You're taking out werewolves and all that. I loved this game. Beautiful graphics. Fantastic game in my opinion, but it got tons of hate. I would love a sequel, but probably ain't gonna happen. And if you don't already know, Ready at Dawn is the company that produced this game, and they also is the company that produced God of War, Chains of Olympus, and God of War Ghost of Sparta on the PSP, which got remastered on the PlayStation 3. Next is a supernatural investigation game, like I titled in my live stream of this game, which I need to go back and finish playing it. Murdered Soul Suspect. Really, really interesting game. Very fun. You play as a cop who gets murdered and comes back as a ghost, and you have to finish your unfinished business. And it's a really, really good game. Really enjoy it. Need to finish it. I'm actually kind of stuck on it, so I need to figure out what to do. Next game is set in the Lord of the Rings or the Middle-earth storyline. Middle-earth Shadow of War. And I believe Gollum Smeagol is in this game. And there was also a sequel. I think it was called Middle-earth Shadow of War, but I haven't got it yet. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, good pickup. Same goes for the sequel, I would imagine, even though I haven't played it yet, but I've seen some stuff on it and it looks really good. Next is one of my favorites, God of War 3 Remastered. Fantastic game, even more fantastic on the PS4. Because the powers of the PS4 graphics that make it look so much more better now. And love this game. Love the God of War series. Speaking of God of War, I guess I am hating on this game, but I am going to go back and finish it. The latest God of War game, which is a continuation of God of War 3. But I do want to play this game. I do want to try to beat it. I need to go back and try to do it, but I just can't get over the new mechanics. And I'm so happy this game got Game of the Year. I'm so happy about that. We're probably most likely going to get a sequel with the same mechanics back. But I love the original games. Those mechanics that you had in the original games, that's what I love. Don't care for the latest mechanics in this game of God of War, but I do want to try to beat it though. So I want to find out what happens with the storyline, and I've already been spoiled about a certain weapon that comes back in the game, so that's really cool. This game also got a lot of hate, but I did love it. I really would love a sequel to this, but it's not going to happen. DMC Devil May Cry, the reboot. This is the definitive edition on PS4. Fantastic game. I loved it. I loved it. It got a lot of hate because in the game, Dante doesn't have white hair. But if you beat the game, you can go back and play through the game with white hair. So that's really cool. But that's, I think, one of the main reasons why it's got so much hate. But this game was good. I enjoyed playing it. And I need to get the rest of the other Devil May Cry games. There's Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, which is digital form, but you can get an import physical copy of it. That's what I'm going to do. There's also the Devil May Cry HD collection, which is 1, 2, and 3, and they also released Devil May Cry 5, and I need to get those. The Walking Dead Telltale series, Season 1, which is a prequel to the comics. I believe that's what I heard and read as a prequel to the comics. Fantastic series of games. I don't have all the seasons, and they did come out with a definitive edition collection, which comes with all 4 seasons, and the Michonne miniseries game as well. So I definitely want to pick that up. So this is Season 1. This is Season 2. And that's all I have. So it's pretty bad, I know. I love Walking Dead, but I don't have all the games, but I need to get them all. I'll probably end up getting the definitive edition collection and just be done with it. Or I may just go ahead and also pick up the 3rd season and the 4th season as well, and the definitive edition collection, because I am a fan of the games and The Walking Dead in general. Next is Resident Evil Origins Collection, which is the HD. It's an HD remaster, I guess you can say, of Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0 on the PS4. Really good games. I need to go back and try to see if I can finish beating them. I played a little bit of both of them on the GameCube, but this is the PS4 version. I did play a little bit of the PS4 version of the remake of the first one. I did one live stream on it, and I got stuck. But this is what started Resident Evil. If it wasn't for Resident Evil 1, we wouldn't have Resident Evil right now. So thank you for the producers that created that game. Continuing that, Resident Evil 5, and I know we got Resident Evil 4 and 6, and now we got Resident Evil 2 remake and a 3rd one on the way. So that's really cool. But this is the only one I have of the main series on PS4. Is the 5th game. I know this game gets some hate, but it is a good game in my opinion. I enjoy it. Next, I believe, is a spin-off to Resident Evil. I don't think it's in the mainline storyline, but it is a spin-off of Resident Evil, is what I've read up on it, I think. The Resident Evil Revelation game, the first one. Play as Jill Valentine. Really good game in my opinion. And then Resident Evil 2 Revelation. Resident Evil Revelations 2. And I think this is Claire Redfield that you play as in this one, plus along with other characters, because this game is episodic, so you play it in episodes, and the first one was just one complete game. Next, speaking of Resident Evil still, the creator of Resident Evil made this game, The Evil Within, which we did get a sequel to it, which I do not have. I do want to get it. Very, very creepy game. Very, very creepy. But what I remember of playing it, it's a really good game. It really is good. So, I definitely want to finish playing that someday. And also get Evil Within 2. And I wouldn't be surprised down the road, if possible, if we get a 3rd one or not. Next is a game that we're finally getting a sequel to, a part 2. Next year of, was it February, I think? I can't remember. The Last of Us Remastered, which is The Last of Us Part 2 coming out. And I think it might be February of next year. Very excited about that game. Loved this game. Fantastic game. I played like 7 live streams, maybe 8 of this game on the PS4, which I have beaten this game on PS4 before already. But I was just live streaming it, and I need to finish doing that. Fantastic game. This game actually comes with the DLC prequel called Left Behind. Fantastic DLC. Really adds to the storyline about what happened before. Love this game. Cannot wait for part 2. Next is a game I have not played, but I do have it in the collection. Fallout 4. I know it's very open world. I know a lot of people love this game, and Fallout 76 got a lot of hate because it was so glitchy, but that game is out as well. Next, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I do love this series. I am a fan of it. But after a while, you play it, and in the next sequels come out, it's pretty much the same game to me. I mean, I do enjoy it. It's just, I've gotten tired of playing Assassin's Creed right now. I'm just kind of sick of it. I mean, I will eventually get back to it. I actually did beat this game. I loved it. Awesome pirate game. Highly recommend this game. Plus, this got re-released on the Switch with Rogue, and I think you can get Rogue on PS4, a physical copy, but you have to import it. So here's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This one got a lot of hate, which I did enjoy this game. Did beat it. Assassin's Creed Unity. And I need to finish beating this, and I have not yet. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. This game is actually pretty good also. Need to finish beating that. And there's Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is a sequel to Origins, and I don't have them. Plus, they came out with the Assassin's Creed Chronicles, which is like 3 mini side-scroller games all put together onto one disc in the form of the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. I forgot what the titles of those games were. I think it was Assassin's Creed India, and Russia, and something else. I do want to get that collection as well. Now it's time for the VR titles. Next is an awesome shooter for VR, and you can play it with the gun aim controller, or I think that's what it's called, which I do own it. I love playing this game with that gun controller. Farpoint. Fantastic shooter in VR. Love this game. I've actually streamed quite a good little bit of the game on my channel. Fantastic game. Love that game. Next is Until Dawn Rush of Blood. It's kind of like a spin-off of kind of like the same title, but the original game was called Until Dawn, and I do want to get that game as well, and this is a VR title. I think it is a spin-off to that game. I think that's what I read or heard. And this game is very creepy in VR, but it's really good. Next is Doom VFR. I'm not going to say what the F stands for, but I imagine you already know. Virtual reality. Yeah, I'm not saying that word, so I'm just going to say fudge. Just like from the Christmas Story. Virtual fudge reality. How about that? Close enough. Oh wow. Love this game. I did like 1 or 2 live streams on my channel. I need to get back to it someday. I really love this game. This is a real Doom game in virtual reality, and it's really worth playing, and you can play it with the aim gun controller, which is fantastic. Last game, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition, which comes with all the DLC and everything. This is the latest mainline entry in Resident Evil, also in VR, and it's a first-person point of view where you can't see the character. You see the hands and the weapons that it carries, and that's it. But this is the end of my video, so I can't remember if I said it or not, but I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button, also share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question or comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you'll be notified when I go live or upload another video. Alright, thank you so much. Alright, bye.